Morning guys, welcome back. Today is the day we're finally going to get this new Dig swinging arm fitted into the bike. As you can see, here are an array of seals and needle bearings and ball bearings and various bits and pieces here that have to be fitted in to the pivot area here, and you can see here where they go. You'll also see on this illustration in the shop manual here, the stock ZRX 1200 swing arm has a grease nipple that locates in there. Now that's not present on the Dig arm, so we don't need to concern ourselves with that. And there's one or two other things that I'll point out along the way. So I think the first thing to do is to just open all these parts individually and see exactly, and well, we'll have to pack these needle bearings with grease, etc. before we fit them, but we'll open them up and see where they go. Okay guys. Alright, so just something here to note. I was just checking the parts diagrams on Cradley Genuine Kawasaki parts. And you'll see here I have two different part numbers here, 92046 1202 and 92046 1111. And they're for needle bearings. Okay. And obviously this one here is an awful lot deeper and bigger than this one. So just looking at the part diagram, this one here, 92046 1202, that's it there. That's this one on the left hand side, and this one here, 1111, is this one. Although looking at these two, this drawn here, these two look the same, but they're not. This one here goes here, and this one here, the smaller one, goes there. All right guys. All right, so just to reiterate, this one here, you look at the size of it compared to that one. That one is there. The smaller one is there. And there's the part numbers. All right. So the manual shows a bearing driver tool here used to insert the needle bearings using a hammer. I'm going to make my own here from this aluminium bar, and I'm not going to make it that way that you drive it in. I'm just going to make two inserts that go into the bearing, and I'm going to press them in that way. Okay guys. All right, so here's my finished bearing press here for the needle bearings. And I have made this section here, same diameter as the section for the spindle spacer, although that's the old ZRX one. I just used it there as a datum to measure, and I measured and I machined the outside diameter there, 33.5 millimeters. The outside of the bearings is 34 millimeters. So that will mean that that just slides down inside the swinging arm like that. You know, that's a fraction smaller, which means whenever I press those in, and that there, that just keeps it square and straight in the bearing as I draw it in. I'll put them together here and let you see it. So here it is together. That would be a mock-up of what it would be like with the bearings there. And as you can see, I have also a brass push piece and a nut and washer. So as I say, that would be the way that would be there, pushing the bearings into the swinging arm. Okay, so what I'll do is now I'll just grease those bearings and just push them into place. All right. And one more thing I want to mention too before these bearings are pushed in. Do you see that side there that has like a kind of a curve to it? That is the way it goes. It goes in, and you see this side here that's flatter, that has the writing on it. That goes to the outside. So the bearings go in like that. All right. Okay. Let's just grease up the bearings. I'm using a good quality grease here that I will be using to pack these needle bearings just as I push them in. Okay. Okay, so let's pack this here with grease. Just really get it in all around all those wee needle bearings. All right, I'll just put a wee smear around there so that it slides in easier. Now bear in mind, this is the big one here, so it has to go to this side, and we can put this this part, and remember to keep the writing to the outside. So that's the way that goes there. Right, we'll do the same on the other one, the wee one. See the way that's really packed like that. All right, and again, can you see that? Writing goes to the outside, so it goes like that there. All right, and then we can put our thing like that there. I'll put a wee bit of grease around that in there too, that recess. Push it right home. Right, and a bit round there so that it slides in lovely. Right, where's the last nut and washer? There and there. Okay, so that's that all positioned, and I've got two ratchets here with deep sockets on it, and just tighten those up. Okay. Right, so let's do this. I should just draw that in lovely. Okay, so I think that's fully home on both sides. I'll just withdraw it now. Okay. Right. Slacken this off now. Now, I'm sure you'll agree that that is an awful lot better than trying to get that out of there with a or get that into there with a hammer. There you are. So that's the bearing fully in, as you can see. See that there? And on the other side, there you are. Down. Right down in that recess there. All right, so now we've got to get the roller bearing in. Let's see if you can see that a bit better here. Okay, so that's that needle bearing right down in there, in that recess. And as I say, that just pushed it in there without a problem. So I would rather be doing that than hammering at it with an old drift or some kind of a thing to try and get that down in there. That's not really the way I'd be wanting to do it. Right, so that was definitely the right tool for the job there. And as you can see, needle burns in perfectly. There'll be a wee dust cover to go over that there in a wee minute or two. All right. Okay, so the next one we want to put in is this ball bearing here. And it'll go in front of that needle bearing here that we just fitted there. And then you can see there's a groove there. You see that wee groove? Well, that wee groove there is for a circlip. So let's do this. Okay, so to push this bearing in again, I know people could use a big socket and sort of use it and hammer it in, or even use this piece of bar here and hammer it in. But once again, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to make a little bearing press from a piece of this here in the lathe and just squeeze it in just like it just did with the others. Okay. Perfect. And the outside of that is fraction smaller than the outside of that bearing, so that'll press in perfectly. All right. Okay, so here's the other part of my bearing press here to push in the ball bearing. I've made it so that the outside of it, once again, the outside of it is fractionally smaller than the outside of that, and that the inside of that there just slips in there lovely, like that. Okay, so I can double that up with that one, and then I can push the whole ball bearing in. All right, guys. All right, so that's the way that there would go. That would just go in there like that, and that would just fit on there like that there. And this side here would go to the other side, and then it will just draw the bearing in. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to pack this bearing here with grease, and the best way really to do it is to put a blob of grease like that in the palm of your hand, like that there, and just kind of butter this into it, you know, as you're working your way around. And really, you see the way it comes squeezing up through the other side. That way it's really, see it there, oozing through. Now it's messy. Goodness, there's no doubt about it, it's messy. But, all right. Right, put that back in there then. And get that mess off my hands, but that's basically the idea. So we'll be putting a wee bit round the inside of that anyway to squeeze this here in. You know, let's see if you can see that all right. Yeah. Put a wee bit of that round that. And that there. That bearing's well packed. Right, I'm going to wipe my hands and get that there all set up like that. Thought I've seen faint, right? Yes, I mean, it doesn't say on the manual or anything, but still, I'm going to put the writing to the outside. So it just goes like that. And then that there, I'll move this camera this way a wee bit so as you can see it better. Then this will go in from the other side, and this part will locate into the needle bearing. Like that. Then that there will go like that. That can go like that. Sorry, like that. Like that. And then I can just put that nut on there and squeeze that in as per previous. Okay. All right, so let's just do this here. I'm just going to use this spanner here on one side, and I'm going to use this on the other, and this here should just squeeze in lovely and squarely. I'll just put my knee on that there just to stop it from. Now, how easy is that? Not an awful lot easier than banging it and battering it and with a hammer on a drift, and look, that there can just squeeze right in like that until that's fully home. There it is. That's it. Okay. All right, so let's just withdraw this here. There it is. That there should just come out easily. And there's it there. See that? That's perfect. And I can just put my wee circlip in there. Then that's that done. All right. Painless and easy. So here's this little press that I made, and with all the various attachments in it for putting on the various bearings, you know, the needle bearings and the ball bearing, and you know, I mean, it's just really a length of 10mm threaded rod and a few pieces of aluminium that have been machined accurately to so that they press the bearings in without any drama whatsoever. And you know, as I say, I mean, you can hammer and bang at the things, but I don't like to do that at all. I'd always rather, given the opportunity, I would always rather machine something that did the job and we don't have any issues with it. Next thing to fit is the circlip. There's the part number of it there. And to fit that, you obviously need the circlip and a pair of circlip pliers. And I find these crank kind here to be pretty good at getting into to do that job. So let's get to it. Okay, so there's a wee groove right there. It's hard to see it, with the grease, but it's there nonetheless. So we'll see how good we are at getting this here fitted. Just that's quite a squeeze, isn't it? That's it there. That's good. Good job. It's in the groove. Just double check it's fine. Yeah. Let's see. Can you see that okay? That's it. Okay, so we're going to put this seal in here. There's the part number of it. It just goes in there. I'll just make sure I've got a nice wee bit of grease around it there, just so that it makes it easier to fit, and a wee bit all around there. Could be a wee bit awkward to get it started, but we'll try and do that. I've got this wee part off my my bearing press. Okay, so now I can put my new lightweight spacer in. It's a ZRX 6R spacer and a new chain guard. Let's fit those. All right, time to get my fingers messy again with more grease. Put it around this here. And just slide it in, and then put the dust or the wee seal, the oil seal, on the other side. Goodness, that's messy stuff. All right, there, just in there like that. That's that, and now I can put that wee seal in there. Where's the part number of that? Had it there a minute ago. Yep, there it is. One of those. Just push that in there like that. That's it. Oh, need to give that a wipe. That's messy. That's that, right? So we just want to fit this piece here. I call it a chain guide. The packaging here, there's the part number and everything. The packaging calls it a chain guard. But whatever it is, it's just a matter of pushing it on. So it just pushes on in place. That's the back of it there. Just pushes on in place over that. Like that. Make sure it's fully home. And that's it. Nothing much to that, is there? And that there just fits down right that part. All right. And the last thing we want to fit is this wee spacer right here. It's a wee metal spacer. Here it is. I'll just give it a bit of a wipe and put fresh grease on it and fit it. All right, so it just pops in here like that. I've just put some grease on in there, and that's it. Just pushes in there, and that's it done. So that's the swinging arm all ready, prepared. Bearings are all in and installed, and it's ready to go. Just a matter of fitting it in the bike, which will be in part 2 of this video. Okay guys, see you in the next one.